Hello and welcome to Surprise Radio. I am your host, Surprise, and if it's your first time here, I hope that you enjoy it. This is an odd one for you to join on, but I'm happy to have you here. And if you've coming back, glad to have you back. So as I said, this is a bit of an odd one. This episode is a 2-year anniversary celebration. Today marks 2 years since I released my first music video. And in those 2 years, I have found some very amazing music. As I've said on multiple occasions, I have over 24 hours of music on my Surprise Radio playlist on Spotify alone. So if you combine that with all the talking I do in between all the songs and were to play every video that I've ever made back to back, well, it would still only be a little over 24 hours. I don't talk that much, let's be real. Nobody wants to hear me talk. We want to hear the music. Speaking of music, not only do I have a Surprise Radio playlist, but I have narrowed down my 50 favorite songs, at least today, that I've featured on my channel. I'm real excited to share that with you, and I will link it below in the description. I thought we'd listen to a little bit of it. Now, there's 50 songs on this, so we're not going to get to every song, but I thought it'd be a little bit fun to talk about them. And maybe you can find some songs on there that I know that sometimes it's kind of hard to watch an entire video that I've made because you may or may not really want to hear the music that I've put on there, and that's fine. Not everything I put on there is for everybody, but I don't know. These are some of my very favorite songs that I've found, and I'm going to do this once a month. I'm going to release the top 50. I'm going to change them out a little bit. Some of them are going to stay, some of them are going to go, some of them are only going to be here for this one, some of them are going to be here on every single one of them. I just have a feeling. Now, I say it's a top 50. I didn't take the time to make sure that every single one of them was in exact order. Not even the top 5, really. I mean, those are more my favorites than the ones towards the bottom. But having said that, 24 hours of music is over, let's just say 200 songs. I'm sure it's over that, but let's call it 200 songs, and these are the top 50, so that's just a quarter of the music that you'll find on Surprise Radio. These independent bands absolutely deserve our love. They deserve our support, and you never know what you're going to find in here. So as I said, these are some very amazing bands, and I just wanted to kick things off with Forever May Fall, You, New Saviors with Faking Fine. This song right here is As Everything Unfolds, Hiding From Myself. We're going to hear from Bloodywood, Backwards, Eva Under Fire, Hands Off Gretel, Flo Hio, Set for Tomorrow, Mike Dimes, Silver, Sumo Psycho. Just all these amazing bands throughout this entire list. I don't want to leave anyone out because some of them are so good. There's Nova Twins, there's Butcher Babies, Who Killed Kenny, Anave, Mirror Lake, Dangerous Summer, Divine Astronaut, Villain of the Storm, Hawking. All these amazing bands are on here, and they're absolutely worth you checking out. Affinity Falls, Killacoy, Trope, Owl, Echo, The Ansible, Sordid Pink, Oxymorons. And I actually think the Oxymorons is a good place to start. I put this at number 15. This is when I started really no, that's not really true, because even down to 24, 25, I just love these songs so much. Like I said, to put one above the other is just how I feel today. You never know tomorrow or next month when I'll be updating this. I love the sound of Oxymorons. They sound so good, and every song that I hear I like better than the last one I heard, so I'm real excited to check out more of their stuff. And with Eva Under Fire, I had to go see them live. This summer, I've bought tickets for 5 different concerts. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go to one of them because the band I wanted to see on that bill had to drop off, and I wasn't interested anymore after they dropped off. But this was the first out of the 4 concerts I did attend. Eva Under Fire, they opened for Asking Alexandria, Nothing More, and Atreyu. And this is what I went for was Eva Under Fire. This song is so good. Listen to how powerful her voice is. I love this band so much. They're so talented, and I think that they're on the verge of really, really becoming impossible for me to feature on my little show. Now with Anchor, this is an older song, but it's the one that's on the list because I've really honestly worn out so much of their music already in the 2 years that I've been doing this. This song I've honestly discovered a little bit more recently, even though it's older. You know how sometimes you find the band and you go backwards? That's what I've done with Anchor. And I just really think there's something to this song and a lot of their songs. They have some amazing covers. You actually get to hear the guitar player sing on this one, not just the singer. As always, their drummer's drumming is just, it just makes you feel it. I love this band and I love this song. And bands like Anchor, they're a really good example of what you can find on here that maybe you'll get to see them live. Probably not, but maybe. I mean, they are from Spain, so the likelihood of actually getting to see them is, you know, they're going to have to actually make it big before you can see them. That's another thing I wanted to mention, by the way. Out of the 5 concert tickets I bought this summer, 5 concerts this summer, I spent under $100 on the tickets. Total. That's one of the amazing things about these independent bands is you can get into the concert for pretty cheap, but if you do, buy their merch. Buy a CD or a shirt or a hat, or El Sumo Psycho was selling bikini bottoms. I mean, seriously, buy a mug, a koozie or a sticker, something. Support these bands, go check them out, and especially if you listen to them and you like them. You never know, I met Trope and Eva Under Fire at their merch table. And a light device. So, you know, this is one of those bands you may not get to meet, but you can still really enjoy the music. And their drummer is actually leaving the band. Sad, I really like their drummer, but they're leaving the band and they're on to new things. They're probably going to have a new drummer before long, which is just one band member leaving. I've featured some bands that I really like on here, and the whole band broke up. And while that sucks, I don't think it's any reason to stop listening to the music. I mean, how many Nirvana songs have you heard since they released one? Since the last time they released one, I should say. You know, you just never know what you're going to find. You never know what hidden treasure is out there that maybe the band's not together anymore, but you can still enjoy the music. Speaking of enjoying the music, Set for Tomorrow is ridiculous. They are on my must-see list. I cannot wait to see them. I love this band. This is one of their newer songs. They actually have another song on this list that's a little higher up. It's my favorite song of theirs, but this one climbed it quickly. I really love this song. One of the things I like about them is Patrick, the singer, is able to have some of the best clean vocals you'll ever hear, but he also really, really does well when it comes time to scream. Oh, I love that low end right there. That's so good. I love Set for Tomorrow. Obviously, I've interviewed them on the channel. You should definitely check out that interview. But you should check out their music. And if you have the chance to see them live, oh, please go. Please go. Speaking of seeing them live, I was so excited that I got to see Trope. They opened for a couple of bands that I had no interest in seeing. I went all the way to Dallas just to see Trope because I believe in them. Unfortunately, half the band couldn't come due to travel arrangements. So I didn't get to see the whole band. I didn't get to meet the whole band. But I did get to meet the singer and the guitar player. They are the loveliest of lovely people. They are so talented. They sound so good live. So good. They spent an hour before the concert just talking to me. We just talked about everything. How they're both actors. They've done some stuff that we've probably seen. They do some music on soundtracks or scores, kids shows, all kinds of stuff. And just talking about my show and what I do. And just lovely, lovely people. Then they got on stage and just rock starred it up. But they were so appreciative. They said thank you and seemed genuinely pleased with the crowd response to their amazing music. It's too bad that you didn't get to see them, all of them, live on this tour, but they do want to do everything they can to bring the whole band the next time they tour. And speaking of someone else I haven't seen live, this is Mirror Lake. We all know I love Mirror Lake. I'm a huge fan of Mirror Lake, and they're in Houston, which is not that far from me. It just so happens that they always play on a work night or a weekend that I can't go. So I have yet to see them live, but I will, and I love Mirror Lake, and they're just... What more do you need to say? Just listen to them. They're amazing, and I'm pretty sure they have some music coming very soon. So keep your eye on them. At number 9, we have Sun Sleep with New Sensations. Number 8 is Brave Weather with Best Friend. Oh, I love that song. I think it's just a really sweet, great song. But this one. Oh, this one being at number 7 kills me. The songs ahead of it, I love just as much. Like I said, this is almost like a number 1, 10 songs tied for number 1, basically. Because, this song is so good. This is Post Profit. The video is good, the lyrics are good, but the song just sounds so good. You've got to listen to Post Profit. You've got to check this out. And then we get to yet another number 1 worthy song. It did actually hit Song of the Year of 2021, beating out songs such as Haunt Me, Best Friend, and Bury You. The song is just over a year old, and it still sounds so good. I love the Phantom of the Opera sound that they're putting in there with the keyboards. And of course, I'm pretty sure this video introduced The Cage. This was the band that I wanted to get to see, and I didn't get to see because life. I love Killakoi. I can't wait to see them live. You have a chance to see them live, you should definitely do that. But regardless, check out Killakoi. This music is amazing. It's clear to me I'm better off dead. Yeah. Killakoi, the music speaks for itself. Another band that the music speaks for itself is Eternal Frequency. Here soon I'm going to feature a song by them that they showed a lot of love to their fans, and they showed a lot of love to understanding what people go through, especially in the last couple of years. But listen to her voice. Come on, she's so good. This is like industrial music for today, and I can't believe that out of all the industrial music that I heard, I've never heard a woman singing. So this is just refreshing as hell. What a singer, what a band. Their guitar player does some really cool stuff too. I really like this band a lot. I can't say enough good things about them. Plus, they seem like genuinely amazing people. Get into Eternal Frequency. You won't be sorry. Last year, this song was number 1 for the first half of last year. I do a lot of top lists. What can I say? I really like music, and I like putting them in lists that, rank them. Not necessarily because I think one song's better than the other. It's just that when I want to listen to the entire playlist, that's great. But when I want to hear my favorites, I want them all in one place. And this song is always on those playlists. The song is on so many playlists because it's so good. I don't know how this song didn't just shoot them to the top of arena rock shows. I mean, God, this man can sing, and this band fucking rocks. And now we come to the song that has been on my channel the longest. This is the first song that I ever featured on my show. This is the band that inspired me to start my show. I have always wanted to be a radio DJ, and I don't know, when I listened to this music, I wanted to share it with the world so bad. And so I asked them if it was cool if I did a video, and they said, yeah, sure, whatever. And so I did, and I had so much fun that I've been doing it ever since. This first video released August 1st, 2020, and here it is, August 1st, 2022, and I still love listening to this song. But I tell you a song that makes me move more than almost any song. If for no other reason, making this show introduced me to this song, the last 2 years were worth it. But it's more than that. It's way more than that. Because as amazing as this song is, and it is so amazing, there's another song that if I hadn't been doing this, it's unlikely that I would have not only heard this song, but got to see them live. And I wanted them to play this song so bad, and they started with it. Oh, I love this song. You gotta wait for it. Those are the best songs out there, the ones you gotta wait for. Take it away, Sarah.
You call me trouble, cause I'm a rebel. You call me fragile, cause I'm hard to handle. You call me tyrant, cause I'm defiant. You call me lawless, to me that's just progress. You call me junior, I'm the future. You say damaged, I'm the suture. You call me wicked, cause I'm persistent. You say goodbye, I say hello. I'm gonna bet that you say slow when I say go! Go!
You have to listen to the rest of it on your own. Sumo Psycho was discovered by me when I was looking for some music for here, and I saw that they did a song with Benji of Skindred. Now, anyone that knows me knows that Skindred is one of my all-time favorite bands. I freaking love Skindred. Like, I can't get enough of Skindred. I still listen to their music to this day, even though they haven't released anything new in a minute. And they did a song with them, and I was hooked. And not only was I hooked, but I had to see more. And when I got what's really messed up is I discovered them probably about 5 months after COVID started, something like that. And the last show that they played before lockdown was in Dallas, and I just missed them. And then I finally got my chance. And it was $18 freaking to see this band, Awake at Last, and Icon for Hire. What a lineup. They are so good. And I got to meet them, and they blew the walls off of that outside arena. Okay, well, there were walls up against, somewhere, and they blew those down. Seriously, though. Oh. This is why I do what I'm doing. This is why I'm making this show. Music. Music is what matters, and I'm so crazy about this music. I'm so excited when I get to check out 5 or maybe more new bands every week, and you know what? Maybe I don't really like the song very much. I'm not going to say anything bad about them, but it might not be my favorite. It might be your favorite. But for every song I don't like, I find 3 that I do and 1 that I really, really do. All these songs have been added to a permanent playlist. All of them. You know, I say it's a top 50, but seriously, all of these plus more are in my permanent playlist, and they should be in yours too. This is what Surprise Radio is all about, giving these independent bands a place to be discovered. They have other places to be discovered, sure. I'm nobody, but I love this music, and I think that you should check this music out too because it is amazing. So, every month, I will be releasing a new top 50. You can check out the new stuff that's on there. You can maybe compare it to the old stuff that's on there. The link I said in the beginning will be down below. You can always find Surprise Selects on Spotify. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the last 2 years as much as I have. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for checking out my show. But even more so, thank you for giving these bands some love, checking them out. Thank you so much. I hope to see you in the next one. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.